Hello world, I'm LJ and this is LJ Goes Sweden. I am finally back with a Tesla video. I'm sorry guys that there was nothing coming up. I wish I could have done this software video that we're doing right now already a few weeks before, but I was on vacation in South Korea when the update arrived, and then Tesla just probably decided that I am not worth of getting the update very fast, so it took a lot of time until I got it. And actually right now I am back at my usual lake. If you know me, then you know that this is my winter spot where I always like to prepare for ice bathing. But yeah, I just updated my car while I was doing something else in here. During the vacation I already saw some good stuff, and I know that because of this update we can do more than just one video in the future. Probably guess most of you know this update already anyway. You might have it on your own car if you are a Tesla driver yourself. We're talking about the Tesla software version with the beautiful number 2026.26.6.1. Last dot release was just some minor fixes, but yeah, like I said, I just got it on here. It popped up here, and of course the biggest thing is Grok in Sweden, finally available. We will try it out a bit today, but make a proper video in the future. And then we have some other things. You can now talk to Grok and intelligent assistant build. Oh yeah, I need to log in also, right? Grok long press the voice button or say, hey Grok, say goodbye to dismiss. Choose Grok voice from personal arranging from storyteller. So first of all, share precise for Taylor. Yeah, sure. I mean, it's all the same thing. XAI, Tesla, they all are the same. So sure. And yes. Do I need to log into this now? Let's just see. Okay, let's see if this works. Hey Grok, do you think it is recommended for me to sign in on my car? What is the difference?
With your account signed in, you get driver profiles that save your seat, steering wheel, and mirror settings.
No. I am talking about signing into Grok because I see the sign in option here and I'm like, what is the difference?
Got it. Sorry about that. Signing into Grok with your XAI account lets you pick a custom voice and personality, like storyteller or unhinged mode, and use the Hey Grok wake word. Without it, Grok might not be available or stays in basic guest mode with no custom options.
Okay, I don't really think I got the answer that I was hoping for, but I will just sign in, don't worry, I have an account anyway.
Sounds good. Go for it.
Bye bye! And there it closed. Wow, smooth like criminal. Okay, that's interesting. So yeah, we definitely will do a proper video on Grok for sure. But I will sign in right now. So we have that button here, sign in. Tap mobile notification to log into Grok. Do I have to go in the app? I'm just opened the Grok app right now to see if I get something in here. No notification on here. Well, then we have the option of try another way. Scan the QR code with your device and log into your Grok account. Sure. Then we try this. Success. Signed in. Well, that was fast. Hey Grok. Who am I?
I don't have any personal information about you. If you'd like to tell me your name or anything else, I'm happy to chat.
Do you remember my name if I tell you now and then say goodbye and we hear each other back later?
No, I don't remember anything between conversations. Each time we talk, it's like starting fresh.
Well, then I don't tell you my name. Bye bye. We're gonna have a lot of fun with this in a future video. But so what can we do? I know, of course, stuff like the navigation was like the first thing, and then they also allowed more and more access. One thing I'm gonna try, which I cannot show you in this video, but I will definitely tell the AI to remind me of something when I go to my grocery store. Let's see if that works. And also at home, I wonder if you can do multiple reminders. I will try that out. So for example, I will remind myself at the grocery store to get something. Let's see if that works. And then I remind myself to not forget my swim stuff in the front, because after swimming, sometimes I just forget them in the front. But yeah, that is a good reminder. We will try that out. Of course, the different modes of Grok, I can skim through that in another video. I guess most of the people watching this video are from the US, so it's also, of course, already a common thing there anyway. Hey Grok, can you heat up the car to like 24 degrees?
Done.
Yeah.
I've set the front to 24 degrees Celsius. The cabin's at about 27 now.
Wow,
so it-
perfect. Wow, 27 even. That is very warm. Can you please turn it back to 21.5?
Back to 21.5.
Okay, can you turn it off? I don't need it.
Climate's off now. Anything else?
Wow, that is smooth. I'm impressed. Can you tell me again the temperature inside?
It's 25 degrees inside now, cooling down nicely.
Well, it's not cooling down anymore, but that is fine. Don't worry, I'm talking in the video.
Got it, no worries.
Please download the full self-driving software in Sweden on my car.
I can't download or install software updates for you. You'll need to handle that through the Tesla app or your car's touchscreen.
Well, okay then, thank you. The guys, I could really do so much, but I want to do a proper video for this. I already love that feature right now, of course, with the navigation and things. I will try out so much more that I will show you in a different video. Maybe also something that you don't know. I will play around with it. I love it. So, but that is Grok. Great, great stuff. So then we have karaoke with scoring. Karaoke now scores your singing while in park. Earn stars and track your high scores in the karaoke tab. On the rear display, tap the Q button to show a QR code to scan and add songs to the queue. Oh, that is cool. The queuing thing on the rear screen is cool when you really have like a long distance drive. I mean, you can open up the app. I have actually used the karaoke feature once to like, you know, show people and we were actually singing along. So that was kind of fun. Oh, now it gave me the authenticate to Grok. Well, it is already authenticated. So like, what do we have like any song that is not copyright here? We just do this one. Sing now in park to earn a score. First things first, I'ma say all the words inside my head. Written my poems for the few. I don't know the lyrics, but it's Pain, you made me a believer. When does it finish? Ah, only 4 stars. Excellent. Note streak 37. I mean, guys, that's cool. I have to say, of course, I was just singing a bit, you know, like at some moments I tried, at others I was like, yeah, I don't care. But it is actually cool, you know, like those old games where you had to sing along with that microphone. That's a good one, especially when you have like kids or like just with friends and you have a bit of fun. You think like, why not? You know, you're waiting at a supercharger. Of course, maybe other people would feel it's kind of weird, but I don't know. I think that is a nice addition. Of course, it's not something that would change the car, make it better in any way, but it makes it more entertaining. And that karaoke app now feels, because of this, a bit more, I don't know, completed. So thumbs up for this for sure. I like that. I really, really do. Welcome animation. Show the welcome animation when the display powers on. We will see later, but I have already seen it from the performance models and also from those special edition, like from the Model S, Model X. So there's a little animation, which is of course just a nice little addition again. Nothing big in my opinion. Then we have the custom wraps. Use the mobile app to upload custom wraps designed from images on your phones and directly to the so now you can upload custom wraps on your phone. Oh, okay, nice. Nothing really where I would say like okay. The automatic navigation now adapts your routine. In addition to homework and upcoming calendars, your vehicle can now suggest to route you to places you visit regularly. Definitely an interesting one, but you have to try out. This is like nothing where you can just say right now it's good or bad. It depends how good it is. The camera preview, now you can open a camera preview at any time, even if your Tesla is not in park. I have seen that already. In my opinion, a good feature, especially when you want to check the front cameras, like the ones in the windshield. But it's more also like one of those like maintenance things or like service things, I would say. Apple Music also got now the same treatment that Spotify got already in the past, that you can queue your songs, you can add them to libraries and all these things. So it just got also a little overhaul, which in my opinion is always good. It's not like you drop an app and then you just leave it like it is. So very good. The driving visualization, I already saw that you can adjust the zoom now, which we will go through the blue dots also. Or actually, I always forget that I need to turn the camera. So yeah, Apple Music, here you have that, camera preview. And now driving visualization, so you can adjust the zoom level. and it stays there, which of course for full self-driving is nice, but for our European visualization that is not FSD, I'm not sure about this. Then rear display, disable rear touchscreen controls from the center display by going to app launcher, rear locked rear display. Content selected from the center display will continue to play in the rear. So basically you can disable the touch ability on the back screen when you have kids, but you like put them on, but you still want them to see something. Smart addition in my opinion also here, so that you don't really like have to just go full on blank. So yeah, I mean, I believe them that this works, so I don't even actually have it locked right now. I always have it locked because when you have it off, maybe it will save 1% over 1 year when you have that screen off in the back. I don't know. Web browser, you can now use a Tesla interior camera. Oh yeah, I saw that. I have only used the zoom feature once last year with friends, and that was actually pretty cool. But it's a bit annoying that you have to, especially now with this browser thing here, that you have to type the URL. And what else? Oh yeah, that next one is a feature where I can already tell you there will be a video coming in winter. Don't you worry guys, because I want to try that out. Traction control modes. Choose from 3 updated control modes. Auto, slippery surface for icy or wet roads, or stuck assist when stuck in snow, mud or sand. That feature is basically screaming my name. You know how much I love to compare the traction on and off that in snow and with ice and without ice, you know, like accelerating. And now having to differentiate between slippery and stuck gives us more opportunities, because of course I want to also see what the slippery mode does in snow, what the stuck mode does on ice. I want to see, like, you know, how does it change? I'm so curious for this. So awesome. I love to play around with this. Video will be coming in the future. Then we have the set arrival energy. So set your desired arrival energy for any trip from your phone. Open the location tab. I didn't even know that this was not possible, but I also never use my phone to set any like destinations, because usually it's so easy. And now with Grok also on here, I think that I don't even need to do it at all anymore. I just say, hey Grok, and give me a navigation or something. Luckily it didn't turn on right now, so maybe there's some context when I say something behind it that it will not start. So good. Supercharger, you can now find superchargers by name when searching for a destination. I don't really know what they mean by this. So when I say, for example, Gävle supercharger. Okay, it came there. I don't know if that is what they were talking about. Oh, that's it. Okay, security improvements. Yeah, unfortunately my camera is also nearly dying, which is not the best. I will just skim through the Not a Tesla app to see if there are any like unannounced changes. Oh, okay, there's already a .2 release now available as well. I'm so happy with the Grok thing, you cannot even imagine. Well, actually one thing I want to try is it available also when I try to speak Swedish. Hey Grok, kan du förstå mig om jag pratar svenska med dig?
Ja, jag förstår svenska perfekt. Prata på, jag hänger med.
Kan du navigera mig till Lidl?
Jag söker efter Lidl åt dig. Jag hittade flera Lidl-butiker.
Nej, okej, tack så mycket. Kan du också förstå mig om vi now switch to English and I continue this sentence in English?
Yes, I understand both languages perfectly.
Wow.
You can switch whenever you want.
Okay, thank you. This was just a test. I don't need a navigation.
Got it, no problem. Anything else I can help with?
No, can you please close that navigation like search feature and then goodbye. Well, it left me open with the searching for Lidl, but it is fine. Okay, so it works in Swedish, because that I remember from the app. It did not work in the past that you could talk in Swedish. Okay, so what do we have here on the like undocumented changes? Rear spoiler visualization for performance Model Y. Well, I don't have that. Improved lighting in visualization. I swapped my car to the silver like chrome look, and I really like that. And I think I'm also gonna keep it like this, but I don't really, maybe I should have made like a before after or something, but I love it. It looks really good. There's no more undocumented change here, at least on their website. We still have to go through the dots, of course, before we finish. So there we have the blue dot. We have self-driving. Anything new here? No, I mean it's blue. So what do we see? Oh, there. Visualization camera zoom. Times 0.5. Okay, so a bit further zoomed in, a bit further zoomed out. I usually love the bit further zoomed out, to be honest. Okay, that's the only thing. Display is probably now the back screen. Welcome animation. We definitely keep it on. What I really love now, you heard it, I talked Swedish, but also English with Grok. So this is unrelated to the actual like old school voice recognition in this car, which I like because I thought that it's gonna be an issue if you only have one language. Now I can switch to both, which makes it easier for addresses as well. Anything else here? No, nothing. Okay. Then under navigation, we have the automatic navigation now. Predict display suggestion based on navigation history. That already we had, yeah, and automatically route predicted next calendar event. Okay, that is crazy. If I add something to the calendar with a certain address, does it really add? Oh my gosh, that's crazy. And that's it. Okay, there you have it. What do you think of this update? Summer update 2026. In my opinion, of course, mostly just minor tweaks. For me, of course, the biggest thing is Grok's existence in Sweden because it just opens a whole new way of how to use this car, which is a huge thumbs up. But if you take this away, it's just one of those minor things. So in my opinion, I love it, but I can also understand if other countries that already had Grok for a longer time would say like, yes, it's nice, we got more features, you know, like with the temperature control and all these things. But as I always just treat everything we get for free as something positive, I love it. So this is my opinion on this update. Let me know what you think. If you are still in need of a new Tesla or you know someone who is thinking about actually getting one, well, feel free to support me by using my referral link right up there to get yourself some free supercharging kilometers or maybe even full self-driving months, depends on your country, of course. And with that said, I hope you have a wonderful day. We're gonna see each other back in the next video. But until then, have a good one. Bye bye. I go swimming now.